With some simple habits, you can train your brain to be genuinely happy. Most people think happiness is something that happens to them, but neuroscience shows something very different. Your brain can be trained just like a muscle, through small daily habits. Your brain rewires how it processes dopamine, emotions, and stress. That means happiness is not random, it is built. In this video, we are going to break down 7 simple happiness habits that help you train your brain, improve mental health, build emotional intelligence, and create real personal growth. These are not complicated routines. These are micro habits you can actually follow. If you apply them consistently, your mood, focus, and emotional control will change without forcing it. Let me show you how. Imagine waking up and your mind is already heavy. You haven't even started your day, but there is stress, overthinking, and this low background dissatisfaction. Most people try to fix this with distraction, scrolling entertainment, or waiting for something good to happen. But that approach never works long term, because your brain is not broken. It is just trained in the wrong direction. Every time you repeat a behavior, your brain builds a pattern. That pattern becomes your default emotional state. So if your daily habits are built around distraction, comparison, and inconsistency, your brain learns to stay restless and unhappy. But if you shift your daily habits even slightly, your brain starts adapting. Let's go into the first habit. Habit 1. Control your dopamine instead of chasing it. Your brain runs heavily on dopamine, not just for pleasure but for motivation and anticipation. The problem is, most people overload their dopamine system early in the day. Social media junk content, constant stimulation, this creates a spike, followed by a crash when your baseline dopamine drops. Everything feels boring, work feels harder, life feels dull. That is not reality. That is your brain being So, the habit is simple. Delay high stimulation when you wake up. Avoid instant dopamine hits, no scrolling, no random videos. Give your brain time to stabilize. Do something low stimulation first. Drink water, walk, sit quietly, or just start your day slowly. This trains your brain to find satisfaction in normal activities again. Over time, your focus improves and your mood becomes more stable. Habit 2. Expose your brain to natural light early. This sounds basic, but it is one of the most powerful, neuroscience-backed habits. Your brain has a built-in clock. When you get sunlight in the morning, it resets your circadian rhythm. This affects your energy, sleep quality, and mood. No sunlight means your brain stays confused. That leads to low energy and irritability. So, within the first hour of waking up, step outside even for 5 to 10 minutes. No phone, just light exposure. This small habit improves serotonin levels, which directly impacts happiness. Simple action, big effect. Habit 3. Move your body even when you don't feel like it. You don't need intense workouts, but you need movement. When you move your body, your brain releases endorphins and dopamine in a balanced way. This improves mental health and reduces stress. The key here is consistency, not intensity. Walk daily. Stretch, do basic exercises. The mistake people make is waiting for motivation. But motivation comes after action, not before. When you move, your brain shifts state. That shift creates energy and better emotional control. So, even on low days, move a little. That is how you train your brain. Habit 4. Quiet your mind for a few minutes daily. Most people are constantly thinking, not productively, just continuously. Your brain never gets a break. This leads to mental fatigue and emotional instability. You don't need complex meditation techniques. Just sit quietly for a few minutes. No input, no phone, no talking. Let your thoughts pass without engaging. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. That is normal. Your brain is used to noise, but slowly it learns to settle. This improves emotional intelligence. You react less, you observe more. And that is where real control begins. Habit 5. Train your brain to notice small wins. Your brain has a natural negativity bias. It focuses more on problems than progress. If you don't actively shift this, you will always feel behind. So, you need to train your brain to notice small wins. At the end of the day, take a minute. Ask yourself, what did I do right today? It can be something simple. Completed a task, stayed consistent, controlled a reaction. When you acknowledge progress, your brain releases dopamine in a healthy way. This builds confidence over time. Confidence is not built from big achievements. It is built from repeated small wins. Habit 6. Reduce unnecessary decisions. Decision fatigue is real. Every small decision drains mental energy. What to eat, what to watch, what to do next. By the time you need to focus on something important, your brain is already tired. So, simplify your routine, fix certain parts of your day. Have a basic structure. This reduces mental load and keeps your brain calm. A calm brain is a happy brain. Less chaos, more clarity. Habit 7. Be intentional with what you consume. Your brain is constantly absorbing information. What you watch, listen to, and read directly affects your thoughts. If your input is negative, distracting, or meaningless, your brain reflects that, so be selective. Choose content that helps you grow. Reduce noise. This is not about cutting everything off. It is about being intentional. Your brain becomes what you repeatedly expose it to. So feed it better inputs, the action plan now. Here's the important part. None of these habits are complicated, but they only work if you stay consistent. This is where most people fail. They try everything at once. Get overwhelmed and quit. Don't do that. Start small. Pick 2 habits. Apply them daily. Once they become natural, add more. This is how real-life transformation happens. Slow, steady, repeatable. Your brain adapts over time, and suddenly things feel different. You are calmer. You are more focused. You don't react as much. You don't feel constantly drained. That is not luck. That is training. Most people wait to feel happy before they act. But the truth is, action creates the feeling. You don't wait for motivation. You build it through daily habits. And once your brain learns this new pattern, it becomes your default. So instead of chasing happiness, you start generating it. That is the shift. And once you experience that, you don't go back. If this made sense. Don't just watch it and move on. Pick one habit and start today. Your brain is always learning. The question is, what are you teaching it?